And we are live.
Hello.
Hello.
So welcome everyone to the Engineer Cafe Programming Escape Room stream. I'm Laurie.
I'm Jay.
This is Jay.
I'm Dan.
Dan. And
Three amigos.
we're going to play through a few escape room games with a mixture of programming and puzzles.
Dating the room with the references.
So,
Yes.
Laurie had some programming escape games, and he called the two non-programmers that he knows to do them. So this is
So,
interesting.
unfortunately, every programmer is sick.
It's a hazard,
Okay. So.
Yeah.
an occupational hazard.
I know music, so that's sort of like programming.
So this is the
Not at
close
all.
enough. Close enough. This is the actual game.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do the training room.
Yes,
See
please.
how we do. I don't think it's going to be too hard. Do you want to read the story?
Yes. LC 127 Space Base.
Space base.
Yeah. July
So,
17, 2015.
We're in some kind of space station.
Space base.
Space Base.
Space base.
Hashtag Space Base.
There's no need to get clever with it.
Yeah.
And yeah, we've got to get out, I think.
Since the Winter Olympics of 2035.
This is just the warm-ups. This is just like one
Okay.
puzzle.
Our mission. We must master the remote control of the robot. Checks out. During the mission, you'll learn to explore your environment. Okay. A minimum amount of coding. Okay.
So there's a
No.
tiny bit-
No.
So the coding starts pretty soon.
Okay.
Okay. So let's begin. And there's a keyboard over there if you ever want to do any of the coding.
Oh, I am
So-
just
Yeah.
raring to go.
Oh, we started. Oh, look at.
So this is, I guess, the environment. We've got a
Yeah.
kind of hot spots we can take a look at.
The ship was
Um,
self-destruct in T
on
minus
the-
10. Wait, what?
On the right-hand side, we've got the coding window. So
Yeah.
we find a clue, and we got a code. Remember the code, everyone.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my YouTube password or whatever. YouTube password.
And then we can do actions. So 4-digit lock.
Uh-oh.
You can kind of see
Okay.
where this is going.
Yeah.
And when we click connect, it joins up things in the world with our programming code.
Okay.
So let's just skip the tutorial and do it. So basically, we've got this little line here, and we can say, well, okay, this is the output of our programming code, and well, we want to kind of, can we have this as our input or not? I think the idea is basically you get inputs and outputs from the puzzles, and you use them to solve the puzzles.
Like the escape card game. You just gotta find the lock and the key, right?
Yeah, so kind of matching locks and keys. So
Yeah.
you can, I think, you can just write some of them down. Like if you can work it out pen and paper, there's nothing wrong with doing that.
Okay.
So we write our code. and
Okay, this level of coding I'm comfortable
Yeah,
with.
I got this.
get some cool sound effects. Thing.
Ooh. What are you
So-
doing, Dave?
And then it opens the door.
Daisy.
And now we've got a few more things to look at. So here's an input number. So if
Okay.
we click connect, it pops up in our programming as an
Mhm.
argument to the
To
code.
the function. Yeah, okay, takes it as a parameter. Takes
And
the
then
number.
another parameter here, another function.
Okay.
So we get two parameters.
Yes.
Number one, predator number
I
two.
like it. I like where this is going here.
And then you've got to find the correct
Return the password.
combination.
So if the password is 1234. Just take.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm guessing that doesn't work this time.
Yeah, they got it. Okay, well, because we need to
Incorrect
run.
password. Well, I'm guessing this is a bit of a hint in the middle.
Oh,
Spotted that?
Let's add them together.
Let's add them together. So it's as simple as you might think. Number one, a number, plus, which is JavaScript, plus. Most parameter is plus. Hopefully that gets us the answer.
Oh, you can just get coded in there. I'm like,
Oh,
I'm like,
you're adding it together. I like it.
you know, I'm not a coder. I'm
I like
obviously
the
not a
attitude.
coder.
I like
I
it.
like this. I like this game.
Yeah, so that's basically how it works.
This
And
is-
that's the training level.
This is
So
my first
the
disco.
Steam House is what we're gonna do.
Take us to the steam house. I'm working on some slogans here.
Yeah, take me to the steam house.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna take that to the steam house.
It
Okay.
recommends we read all the introduction.
Okay.
Okay.
So anyone want to try? I'm just gonna check on the live stream.
Sure. How about we'll trade paragraphs? I'll read the first block there.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Disaster hit in the winter of 2035.
Oh my god.
Since then, the Earth has become uninhabitable. Hundreds of events have taken refuge in our space base.
What happened?
They're events. We don't want to talk about it. The goal: retrace the sequence of events that led to this planetary catastrophe. Understand what went wrong and save the world.
Oh, sweet. Slowly save the world. Easy.
Maybe it's taken them 20 years of hard work, but our talented scientists and engineers have developed a process that can curve space and time, allowing physical objects to time travel. Unfortunately, the human body has proved unable to withstand the distortion of space. The only solution was to build a robot that could survive such a journey. The robot is now ready.
Timelines. We're getting close. After analyzing past events, we've been able to identify a series of incidents that led us to disaster. It was first Q, and then to restore peace, we need to go back to where it all started. We are currently able to travel back in time as observers, but we can't make any permanent changes. Our engineers are working on developing the technology that would allow us to stabilize alterations. They'll be able to finish the prototype once they have the necessary parts.
Your mission.
Should you choose to accept it?
I can't even read. So they can stay with the time, your engineers to develop a D-brains stabilizer. Many great minds have tried. In fact, towards the end of the 19th century, one engineer was on the verge of succeeding. You must infiltrate his workshop and help him finalize his creation. Fire up the machine and help him adjust any unknown setting.
Nice. And save the
future
world.
of humanity depends on you. Good luck.
D-brains.
Okay.
Oh no.
Takes about 1 hour for 2 to 6 competent engineers, and they
I've just realised we can't launch the game without someone else being in.
quickly patch them in.
So Dan, can I send it to one of you and you can kind of join in, but we'll just do it all together.
Sure. How about I go ahead and
Whack out your laptop.
whack out my laptop. That's it.
That's a new expression right there. Hey man, whack it out. In the steam room.
That's what the kids say now.
That's what the kid.
I had someone say GG.
GG.
Unironically, just a child was like, yeah, GG, that's just what you say at the end of the game.
Good game, yeah, GG.
Like just in person after like a game of chess.
Yeah, BRB.
Oh, I say that all the time.
GG?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm clearly just too old for that. So yeah, and anyone who's watching the stream can follow along with suggestions
Yes.
and get us some YouTube comments. I think there's a couple of people watching.
If the first suggestion is like you guys should suck at this game, it's like okay, we should.
Yeah, well, we
just
haven't even
start.
been. We're having trouble starting the game.
First challenge: start the game.
Yeah, that's the first.
How do we do this?
How do we turn the PlayStation on?
Okay.
Can you follow the link?
I do have to say,
Yeah,
setting up
trying to
a.
get on the Wi-Fi here.
Okay.
That's the first challenge, but it's having a harder time than one.
Oh, do you know the password?
I've been here before, so.
Then change the password.
Oh, great. In that case, I do not.
So this is the first puzzle.
Yeah.
This is amazing. This is so meta.
I think
Yeah.
the password is this.
GG.
It might be this actually.
Okay.
Hashtag D-brains.
Oh, share path. Hold on. Successfully shared, I believe.
So, Jay, you said you got no programming experience.
None.
Are you looking forward to learning some programming today?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I do a little bit of Excel.
Yeah, I
before
mean, that's a type of programming,
that's a
isn't
start.
it? That is a type of programming.
But I am a game designer.
Yeah, so I think you've got probably the strongest game sense.
Yeah, I've got game sense.
That's what you hear from sensing the game.
I've got strong game sense. Yeah, what is that?
Like when you're
Oh,
choosing characters in a fighting.
That's right. Oh, this is from the 80s. Rock'em Sock'em Robots or whatever. Alright. Well, you're going to have to get us through all the coding stuff.
I don't think the programming is too difficult because the programming level is easy on this one. The puzzle level is medium though.
Wow.
Yeah, because this code-in game, they have a bunch of different rooms, and you can choose ones with like the programming is quite hard, or the puzzles are quite hard.
Oh, no.
And you can kind of get a different feel. So hopefully when we do an event in the future.
Yeah, let's go harder puzzles, less programming than this one. But if you get real programmers in here, that'd be awesome. You know?
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm hoping my programming's up to the task. We'll see what
I'm
happens.
going to make a music theory escape room next.
Yeah. You just have to harmonize the melody
Yes,
to
exactly.
get out of the room.
I'm,
Yes.
sure it's been done before or something. Yeah. Do, 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 do.
Any luck?
Yeah, I'm getting in here. I just need to create an account. My coding skills.
Ah, you're in.
I code like there's no tomorrow.
Okay, we're back on.
You can like dox me or something.
Do it, dox him!
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so we're here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, well, it's a lot more complicated than the tutorial. So
Yeah,
let's just,
yeah, look at
let's
that.
just take a step back.
Okay, yeah. We got dimensions and we have a
Oh,
universe.
so you've got the
string.
maths as well.
Sorry, yeah. I've
No,
got
that,
the-
yeah, that's great. Yeah,
Yeah,
please
great.
use it. Yeah, gives me more time to look at the string.
Is the blue one?
So we can examine a bunch of things. We've got a timer as well. I think we're trying to get out in an hour.
Okay.
So we got all these symbols at the bottom. Oh, and we can turn them on and off. So they've got colors and shapes. We got clocks. So there's some kind of time puzzle at the top here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Starting from the left, there's like a steam kind of valve sort of thing going on that seems to be, we need to somehow route the steam correctly so that it,
To the clock, yeah.
so that it routes to the machine.
So we can connect these times up as inputs.
What time is it in Paris and London again? Oh, there's the time.
And so it gives us these inputs, and maybe we can delete inputs, so if we don't want to use it straight away. Maybe, okay, there's
Show, yeah, padlock, yeah.
numbers here.
Travel.
Okay, I've got my first clue.
What's the clue? Maybe,
So at the bottom there's a book by Da Vinci,
mm-hmm.
or about Da Vinci,
Like the trivia
and
man,
Yeah.
it has a code in it, a coded message.
Oh,
Uh-oh. There we go.
oh, and the string is the coded message.
Hmm.
Okay, we could probably try and crack this one, maybe.
7733211.
What is it?
777.
So, I mean, we got to decide which puzzle we're going for first. So
732152.
let's take a look. So maybe, 7733. Is there anything that these correspond to? They seem to be 1 to 8, don't they?
That is, nope, there's a 9 in there.
Ah, cheeky
Well,
nice.
19.
But no.
That's how they get you.
And I've noticed down here we've got seems to be the times on the floor, right? Paris,
Right.
New York,
yeah.
London,
Yeah.
and they're all added together.
Right.
So can we just connect up these 3 things to our computer program?
But yeah, and add them in the right order, right?
Well, addition is commutative, so it doesn't matter what order we add them together.
Oh, see, I'm going to learn coding.
Yeah.
Just think about it musically.
Well, yeah. So
It's like the bad advice from some guy in a movie.
Yeah. Just think about it medically. Wait, what?
So what have we got? They're objects. So they have hours and minutes separately.
How did you get to this particular screen?
Which screen? The one?
The code here on this.
What can you see? I can't see it.
Well, mine, it doesn't go to what you're looking at necessarily.
Okay, so if you click on the button and then click connect, you can connect up
Okay.
the inputs.
Gotcha, okay.
What's that thing to the left of the clock below the 2 gears, second gear? There's
This
a
one?
magnifying glass. Yeah, to the left of that. Your other left.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that one.
Strange item. Oh look, well there's powers of 2 here, look. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16,
H&M.
32.
Otherwise known
Hours,
as...
minute.
Yeah.
Hours and minutes, yeah.
So a bit of a connection to binary here,
Yeah,
powers
that's
of
what
2.
that's what I'm thinking.
What is that symbol? Is this on or off maybe? Hang on. This is a time, isn't it? But
Yes, hours and minutes.
Yeah.
hang on, I'm going to use the whiteboard.
Do it then.
Great.
Hang on, so
So
we've
minutes
got
would
like
be-
16 plus
16.
4, right? That's the hours. 20. And then we've got 16 plus 2 plus 1.
19.
What is that?
A good year.
Okay.
It's relevant information, that's what that is.
It's
Right.
There we go. Thank you. Say that.
Might come up again. I feel like, what's the telephone doing? Oh,
That's the one that goes up to 9.
this is the Da Vinci book.
Yes.
How can we solve it?
Well, there's all.
Hang on.
Probably connects to the letters.
Yeah, it's making a word or a sentence.
So I guess, where was the Da Vinci stuff? Yeah, let's forget about the times and let's do this Da Vinci one.
Yeah.
So 7-7, but why are they?
It could be like
Why are they repeating?
ST. There's maybe just 2 letters back to back that just.
Oh,
happen to
I
fit.
think 7-7 is. Telephone. 7-7 is the second one on 7. Like, you know when you were using an old school phone to do texts? You press this one button for the first letter
yeah.
one
Oh,
time.
so it's T.
So it's T.
Yeah.
So,
Alright, you want me to type this out?
well, let's write some code to solve it.
Yeah, write some code to solve it.
So we got the input here, right? We got a string. Oh, can we change the language? Oh, we can change the language. I'm going to do it in Python.
Oh yeah, I know how to do that.
Okay, so we've got.
Nobody expects the Inquisition. Not that Python, you idiot!
So we
sweet,
want.
that's cool, I can see your.
Oh, you can see my.
Yeah, so I can do it in JavaScript, you can do it in Python sort of thing.
Oh, we can do it in.
Yeah, that's like
Okay, so I guess. What do we want to do? We want to. We kind of want like some kind of just the letters.
By Jove, he's got it.
Holy Jehoshaphat!
It was the letters the whole time.
Okay.
Why is everything heavy in the future?
Don't know.
No. These are Back to the Future reference, right? Because we say heavy. Is that from Back to the Future? I guess.
And then we've
I gotta update my
got
references.
the string containing the coded message, which is code. So what if we do like code dot split, and then we split it on the space, which is the default.
Hey, you know what? Coding is useful.
Let's just get some output, just show what they've done. Okay, so we've got each block of the
Nice.
each block of the input, and now I guess we want to count we want to know what the number is, and we also want to know the length
Yeah.
of each piece. So why don't we do something like, well, let's just do it in a what are we going to call that little piece?
Formato.
Bunch. Let's call it a bunch. For each bunch. Terrible name.
Space base.
So here we've got each bunch, and we're going to look at them one at a time, maybe. And
Each bunch encodes.
so the bunch is now going to be 7-7. Right, it's the first one. So we want to know the length of it. So let's just get maybe the length of it.
Length bunch.
The length of the bunch. Let's call that L. Let's call it length like that.
Brady Brunt. Oh, gee.
I did the references are getting you too.
They're going
They're going the wrong way.
Oh, we're time traveling. I'm caught in the time loop continuum, whatever.
I feel like there's something mathsy to do here.
Yeah.
Because
Make it so.
if we go to 7, each one of these has 3 letters, right? So if we're going down the alphabet, this is like 7 times 3 gets us to S, doesn't it?
Correct.
So we want the number times by 3 plus the length, or plus the length minus 1. I think that's it. So it's the number, which we don't have yet, times by 3 plus length minus 1.
The code to open. I'm just doing it old-fashioned. I'm going to beat you.
You probably will be. Okay. And then what's the number? Well, we get the number just by taking maybe the first character of the bunch and turning it into a number.
I guess that defeats the purpose, though. This is since
Well,
this is coding.
It doesn't matter. First character of the bunch, and we turn it into a number using the integer. Guess. So that gives us a position, maybe, and then I guess we just. I feel like we're going to be off by 1 because A is position 0, right? So it's
Right.
really the number minus 1.
This is like that question that I was asking you to solve last time when I was trying to figure out like lesson planning and how to like bump everything by -1. Yeah.
Yeah, off by 1 errors is such a common problem in programming.
Yeah.
You're just off by 1 when you're looping over something. So then I guess it's like letters and then the position, and that's it, I think. So we've got, I've listed. Let's just try that and see what happens. See if it's hilariously wrong. No confidence in this at all. The code to.
Yeah, that's right. To open, you did it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's. It's a bit hard to read, so let's just make a result kind of thing. And then just do kind of appending result.
Result equals what is the code?
So we're just going to get the letter and put it onto a big string of letters, and I guess we can just say, not Ruby, print result. That should give it to us. Or not. Or we go around that line, that line. Where's my mistake?
Line 14. Result.
Oh, what am I doing? Just an empty string, that's good. The code to open my telephone box is 6239.
2639. All right, where's this telephone box?
6239. Go on, yeah, write it down somewhere.
Oh yeah, put it on the whiteboard. 6239.
Oh man, 6239, we got it. So let's just take a quick look at that code again. Action replay. So all we did is we.
No, it's awesome. It makes me want to know more about coding. Actually,
We handled the input string. We split it into chunks. I call them bunches. We got the length of each bunch. We got the number that was shown, so like 777 or 999. And then we calculated that number off by 1, so start from 0, don't start from 1. Times that by 3, because there were 3 letters in each circle of the telephone. And then added 1 less than the length, because the first number is offset, so we added 0. And then we put them all together again.
That makes sense.
That's awesome.
Easy peasy. And it's the telephone box. Where is the telephone box?
Normally, I just do my laundry the old-fashioned way.
Is this the telephone box?
It does seem, it's got a code thing, but it doesn't seem to indicate there's a telephone box.
This is not just any phone booth.
6239.
39.
Let's try it.
Consult the whiteboard.
Oi! Okay, so we've done a puzzle.
We got a social security number.
Da Vinci.
Da Vinci social security number?
You fool.
I can set the time on this dial between 1 and 24 for hours. This is a time one.
He's saving interest alone, must be.
Is this the time travel destination? Big button doesn't do anything.
What is this?
So, I wonder if this time is something to do with the numbers we worked out a minute ago?
Are those dates?
Where?
Those numbers. Like, is that
Yeah,
October 15th,
yeah, of
1995?
course.
Well, 1480 was when the Vitruvian Man was created.
Check it out.
So these are dates, but it wants a time.
July 13th, right? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that must be where we are now.
So we got the days, right? Okay, great. Yes, we need to.
So, and we've got another puzzle with a time, but we don't know where this time comes from.
Where's the puzzle with the time, sorry?
Well, it wants a time input
Oh,
at the top.
into that.
Into here.
Gotcha.
Into here. So,
Did
let's
that
find another puzzle.
did that left one where the months and days the numbers come up with anything?
Oh, these are hints. Okay, let's not look at that. Oh,
What?
what? Oh, is it? What? Is this another puzzle?
Yeah. So, but didn't we get a time earlier?
Yeah, where did the? I'm trying to.
We had a time. It was like 6:19 or something.
That's true. It was this one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
Oh, I erased it.
In a fever.
Hold on.
2019.
2019.
2019. Should we try putting it in?
2019.
Yeah.
See what happens?
This is, I don't know what we call that. We'll call it the box thingy. We'll call it the binary box.
I don't think it's going to be that simple, but we never know.
It's.
Oh!
Woo, 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 woo.
Boom! Dead. The cabin time has been set.
Oh, the big button should work, but oh, okay. So
We can
maybe
hook the
the steam pipe.
Yeah, okay.
What else have
Next.
we got? We got some more things over here.
Oh, and it's correct because the question mark has
You
been
can set this gauge between 0 and a
10,000.
10,000.
We could try each one.
Oh, well, we could try each one in turn, but that seems a bit
So
cheated.
is it over 9,000?
So we got a gauge. We got these things at the bottom.
Sorry.
So up to date on your memes.
tell me a new meme. What's a new meme?
God, I don't even know.
See? Who knows? They're timeless.
What is the output? Like, I mean, the input. Could we just literally run through 1 to 10,000 and set that?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think these are all connected, right? So the possible number of combinations is not just 10,000. It's 10,000 times 1,000 times 1,000, which is a lot of combinations.
How old is your computer?
As old as
feel
my,
like we
as
might
old as my
need-
references.
We might need to something else.
Okay.
What are these numbers at the top here? We like 8,
8,
3, 5, 1.
We can count.
What could that be?
They indicate that we know numbers.
Yeah. That's the first test. You want me?
Oh, we can set the time on this clock that is different from the others. From 1 to 25,000. We got
I'll
another
write this up
time,
anyways. We've got this. This is done.
hours and minutes. So this clock seems to be related to these 3 clocks. So I think we need these 3 times, which we can have as an input to our program.
2:50 in Paris, 3 o'clock in London.
What do we do with the code? We just get rid of it? Okay.
I can just comment it out.
Oh yeah. Can I, do I need keyboard shortcuts? Nope. I don't have any editor shortcuts.
Does Alt front slash not work?
I thought it would, but. Alright.
What are those red,
Screw it, delete it.
red, blue, and white knobs supposed to
The ones at the bottom?
do? Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, we've got these objects with a number of hours, number of minutes for Paris, New York, London.
Well, you figured out that code on the bottom right there, right? Just add
So
them
it
all
must be
together.
like, hang on, how do we do the actual adding? So is it, what is this? Paris is an object with minutes and,
That'll surely give us a number somewhere between 0 and 10,000, right?
yeah, I just want to, well, I think this won't work, but I'm going to do it just to see what happens.
No. Well, I think I'm just gonna solve this
Yes, so
problem.
we can't just add Paris and New York like that. We need to add the minutes and this. So maybe we need to convert these into times. That might be a bit more useful. Let me just Google the Python time library. I can hear lots of creaking.
Yeah, I think I solved that.
Oh, okay.
Well, how did you solve this phone booth? Oh, you just by
You just fought.
just
We just needed to get Steam to go in the right
Yeah,
place.
it seems like it.
Okay.
Nice.
Awesome.
Good job, Anonymous Ape. Now I feel like a superhero. Good job, Anonymous Ape.
Now I feel a bit worse about myself than at least I'm anonymous.
Ubiquitous Ape.
So, I guess there are a few different
Unambiguous
ways
name,
to
okay.
do this one. we kind of need 3 lots of Paris, 4 lots of Paris, 2 lots of New York.
Should we change those into actual numbers that are?
Yeah, well, let's just do it. Well, we've got the minutes and the hours separately.
Yeah.
I want to do it a cooler way. I don't want to do it a dumb way.
Right.
So how do you make a time object in Python?
Hey Siri.
Can't remember. Okay, well, let's import date time. That should work. Import date time for time handling, because time is always a really tricky thing to deal with in programming.
What time is it in New York right now? I mean, not actually.
Oh. Time is 1:37.
Okay.
Although it doesn't seem to be working, so it's kind of where it stopped.
Okay, let's try this. How do we get them? Dictionary.
Riveting live stream too.
What am I doing wrong?
Watch 3 people thinking.
What am I doing wrong? Hang on.
Using Python and not C++.
Hours. Minutes.
Purists. Did that joke make sense or not? No.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Go for it. Thanks.
Just keep throwing stuff. I'll see what sticks.
Something will stick.
Yeah.
Socrates says, "Why do men know that they know nothing? Why do people still read that guy then? He doesn't know anything."
That sounds like a Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
Okay.
Paris.
I'm going around here just clicking stuff, just making sure it's not like a point-and-click adventure.
Find the hidden object.
Use DaVinci on space base.
Yeah. Okay, well, like, is this, it says this engineer is missing an important valve to be able to correct.
Oh, you
this.
think there's like a hidden item?
Well, that's what I was wondering. It was just like legitimately one part of it was that there's an
Maybe if we
object.
solve this other one, it would like open up and give us the
Could
value.
have one potentially.
Okay, so what I'm doing here, I'm making 3
New York.
time objects for each of the places. So hopefully we can now do proper time calculations. What do we want? So we want Paris plus New York plus London plus London plus Paris plus
New York plus Paris.
plus Paris plus Paris. And what's that? Call that time, I guess. What isn't it like? What's that? Winter. Anyway, let's see what that gives us. No. But you can't add times. I guess in a sense that it doesn't make sense to add times, does it? In a conceptual sense.
Right. It rolls over. Well, all the hours add up to 16 hours, and the minutes add up to 224 minutes.
224 minutes?
Are we converting that into time
Let's
again?
keep that.
or-
Okay,
or-
yeah, I'll take it. So go on, say that again. Hours was
16.
16 hours. Minutes
224.
224, which I guess.
But we're gonna have to go 16 times. Maybe go 16 times 60. Or no, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Where's this output going?
Yeah, right.
So I think the minutes convert it back to what's that? 3 hours and 44 minutes. That's 19
It's like
44?
3.7 something.
1944.
Is it not? If we convert those extra minutes.
Not a
to
great
hours.
year.
Oh yeah.
Don't go there.
So where can we input the time?
There is a clock right there.
Should we try it here?
19.
Oh. No. 1944. Failure. Nothing happened. That's not the right time then.
I feel like failure is not good.
What was my math right? 150, 37 times 2 is 74. Right? I think I did that right.
Should we try? How do I code? Let's try it the boring way.
Well, maybe you just gotta do it like you're rolling around the clock. Okay, so it's we start off in Paris, right? And it's 150.
Or maybe it's the time difference.
And now we add New York, which is 137. So add an hour and 37 to 250.
I thought that's what you did.
No, I just added up all the time numbers together. I just added
Oh.
up 50, 50, 50 3 times, and you know.
I see. I mean, they both could be the right answer, couldn't it? I'm not sure about the puzzle, really. Just trying to think. Is it time differences?
That's gotta be it, right? So you start off at 250, and then you add each time from 250 to get a new time.
So you start off from 250 Paris. You add on the time from New York.
Add the time from New York, yeah.
I don't know. It's
No?
I feel like why are you adding the second one but not adding the first one? In a way, that's like you're starting from zero. You see what I mean?
Maybe.
I wonder if it's these time differences between this and this and this. Or maybe it's something else completely.
What was the last thing you put in there? Was 1944? Try 744. 0744.
No, okay, yeah. Try that. Good.
No. So that's probably what it adds up to by adding them all up, right?
Doran's working on some complicated code over here. I'm this close to cracking. This is like swordfish or something. So,
How many New Yorks have we got? 2.
what if I put it kind of all?
New York 2. How many Londons? 1, 2. 2 Londons. Now I'm just checking the math, I think, more than anything. On the money.
One, two, three, 4.
274. Well, that's a different.
Oh, did I make a mistake?
That's all right. Well, we can do, I guess, 274 divided by 60. Give us the number of hours. It's 240 plus 34. So the time must be 4. 34. 2034. Let's try that. Ah,
You
it was
got
20,
it?
34. Yeah, it was just adding them up.
Yeah. I was getting there. I was getting there.
Awesome.
Old-fashioned way.
I was getting there too.
Oh, an old manual explains how to use the machine. It shows which buttons to press. As many rectangular buttons as green buttons, exactly 3 red buttons, twice as many 4-sided shapes as 6-sided shapes, no green buttons, and a total of 17 sides on the shapes. Ooh, okay.
Like there's a little procedure, right? You gotta follow it in order, right?
All right.
Okay, as many rectangle as green. What? Okay.
Okay, so maybe
Many
Rectangular buttons.
rectangular as
so
green.
Next step, exactly 3 red buttons.
Exactly 3 red buttons.
Next one, twice as many 4-sided shapes.
Twice as many 4-sided shapes.
As 6-sided shapes.
That makes sense. I needed some sort of
As many as.
sided.
No green buttons. Next one. Down with green buttons.
No green buttons.
Yeah, and then a total of 17 sides on the shapes is the last one.
What's that? Sorry.
A total of 17 sides on
Hang
the
on.
shapes.
doesn't that doesn't that mean there's no rectangular button? Oh wait, rectangular and square are different, aren't they?
Yeah.
4-sided. Okay.
That much right now.
Okay.
How many sides are in a circle?
It's not pixelated.
0. Yeah, right. It depends on if you're playing Minecraft. Infinity. Or 1.
Okay, this is pretty easy, easy from a logical perspective to figure out what
Mhm.
to do.
Okay. So this is the shapes on the bottom, isn't it?
Yeah. So we've got some green rectangles.
Are these green?
Yes.
Yeah.
So 3 red shapes. So
Uh-huh.
we don't know this.
So no greens. The greens are fine in their current off state, right?
Okay, so keep the greens off. These ones are blue, right?
This is
So no rectangular.
But if there are no greens, there should be no rectangular. Right? Oh no, this is a diamond, so we can have a diamond.
yeah, no green buttons.
Yes. How many are there? There's 9. Is that 10?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
9, right? Okay.
What's that? I can't see.
1, 2, 3.
Is that a triangle? Yeah, that's a triangle. That's a square.
So we know that this one is not up. We know that number 4 is also no good.
So we don't. So these are the rectangles, right? We don't want any of them. So the only other possible green is this one, right?
No green buttons.
But no green buttons. So
Yeah,
that's
no,
not
no
good.
green at all, yeah.
So red, we've got to have 3 of the red. Oh, so it must be these 3
Yeah.
because
Because no rectangles?
Because no
No.
rectangles.
Why, where are no
No
rectangles?
rectangles.
no rectangles.
No. They have a.
Oh yeah, as
No.
many rectangles are green, no green.
Ah, yeah, okay, yeah.
Then how many sides is that? So that's 6, 10, 14. So we need a triangle basically.
Boom!
Yes. You got it.
This reminds me of playing ribbon or something.
It is very ribbon.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the notebooks you needed for that game. Like submarine maze, or was that Mist?
Oh, the submarine names is difficult, wasn't it?
Right? Boy, oh boy.
Well, okay. So have we turned on the machine?
No, you need this 0 from 1,000 one, right?
Oh, so we've turned it on. Maybe we've got power, but we haven't got the numbers
If you
yet.
have power, what if you?
You still have that one, yeah.
Yeah, the engineer is missing an important valve. I swear it's on the floor here.
Some hint of Da Vinci there. We feel like I feel like we haven't used this number at the top, right?
Yeah, these ones.
8. what was it?
8391.
8391. Well, I'll put it in the middle. See what happens.
8391, 8351, but oh, did it? Okay.
Did it move?
835
Did it move or did I just?
Right or wrong?
Just write this, not write numbers correctly.
Doesn't match. Oh, the number doesn't match the expected format. What? Oh, it's too big. Oh yeah. It might be this one, right? 8351.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why is there 3 question marks on that thing?
Yeah, good point.
What are we missing?
Important value, but we can't put a value.
How about those 2 eyes on the left? Are both of those finished?
Which
2
one?
purple, those purple little eyes? Yeah.
So this was the one we were kind of. I don't think this is the right answer.
No, I think it was, but it wasn't powered up yet, right?
Oh, did we just power it up? Or?
Oh, did that?
Oh, it's switching the dates around.
Okay.
Oh!
Time machine!
Yeah, okay.
Time machine. We had a time machine and we didn't know it. Okay.
I put a drink on mine. I never use it.
So we did. We just didn't push the button after we solved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hazard died.
The item created by Leonardo da Vinci allows you to hide a message predicted by a 4-letter password.
A string.
Four letters.
Should we put 8351?
No, I think it's letters because it says string, which usually means
Oh, okay.
a string of letters.
Okay, we're in 1833 at the moment. Is the
Oh, this is some kind of code, isn't it? This is.
yeah, looks like a code if I've ever seen one.
Okay. Oh, a coded message.
No, there's the same process. If you have the same code, you could use it again, right? But you deleted that one.
I'm trying to tell you.
Is it the same? It's kind of the same but backwards, right? Where am we going from this thing? VV. Because this would give us a number, wouldn't it? I don't know. Let's keep looking around. Forgotten. Oh, finding what is now called the Vitruvian number. Looks like Leonardo did not have enough computing power to find this number. Thanks to this pencil, I can write the solution on this paper to help Leonardo.
I knew Fibonacci would come up with this.
Fibonacci's on that. The first element is 23, the second element is 42. All the following elements are the sum of the previous 2 elements. Okay, well, we can do that.
Yeah.
The Vitruvian number would correspond to the 13th element. Okay. Oh, we can have different bits of code.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to look at it.
So, what were the first 2 numbers? 23,
23, 42. And then all even numbers are subtracted by 1, it said?
Okay, so let's just add a little bit of code down here, right? Can I do this?
You'll note that each of those pictures has a Vitruvian Man seal in it. And there's 3 Vitruvian seals on the one painting, 2 on the other, 2 on the other, and 1 on the other.
Yeah. That's a lot of Vitruvian men.
Don't even.
I'm not setting you up for anything.
Yeah. Softball. What's that stuff on the floor? They're called books, Jay. Oh.
Leonardo mentions an encryption method he has developed in order to communicate with his friends discreetly. Here's the protocol. Shift each letter by 3 positions.
Okay.
Double each letter. So ABCs, A, B, B,
Double
C,
each
C.
letter.
Then reverse the message.
Reverse.
Okay.
I'm going to do a lazy solution and see if it's good enough.
Reverse orders.
So I know this is a bad solution, but still. What was it, 23?
23 and wish I could help. 42. So this is a recursive solution. However, it is exponential in complexity. So it may not work.
Cool.
It may not work quick enough, but it's really easy to write. So I thought I'd just write it and see what happens. So if I do, what was the 13th, right? So if I do 13th Vietnam, and it'll either crash or work. Why won't it let me execute?
What do you want to do execute? This code's too good. The computer's gotten jealous. Now there seems to be an issue with your semicolon there on line 16.
Maybe it doesn't like me doing another function definition. What's wrong with that line? Expected to blank line.
Laurie, is there not a problem there with your statements?
Oh, I'm an idiot. Couldn't see it. Still doesn't want to run. Well, that's annoying.
Dimensions. Can you show me that string of letters again, like the V, V, Q, Q, R, R?
Maybe it won't let you run with that input.
Where was that?
8095
V,
is
V,
the
Q, Q,
13th
R, R,
true
L, L.
number.
V, V, Q, Q, H, H, P, P, L, L, G, G. From P, P, L, L, G, G, can you just read me the letters from that Q?
Sure. QQ,
Yeah, Q, Q.
4 H's,
H, 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 yep.
2 W's,
W,
2 I's,
I,
2 L's,
L,
2 I's,
I,
2 G's,
G,
2 Q's,
Q,
2 D's,
D,
2 G's,
G,
2 H's,
H,
2 U's.
U.
Have you done it? Have you done it? Or shall I do it? Let's have a go. So what's it? We wanted to reverse it, right? Oh, I can't even remember. Hang on, it's there's a trick to reverse strings in Python. You can do a Python slice with a step of -1. So that's the code reverse. And then you can, we've got double letters and everything. What's a good way to get double letters to turn into single letters? Oh, hang on, I can do that in the same line of code. That will make the step length 2, so it should just jump over each other letter, right? Just to see if that gives it. Okay, cool. And then we want to shift them.
Shift them 3 steps.
No, this is what I always forget.
So let me see.
Python shifting a step is like
3 positions forward.
Something like that, isn't it? I can't remember. There's a couple of functions that turn numbers into letters, and there's a number, but it's not that. Odd, that's what I was looking
115 dimensions is what it says.
for. Maybe 5. So they shifted 3. Which way?
Don't worry about it. 115 dimensions.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, that's what it says. Sorry.
No,
if
never
you
mind.
get in the code, that's amazing. I need to
We're almost there, we just haven't got the shift. Back 3, you said.
Forward 3.
So if we do something like that, and then something like that, I think that's how we do it. So that should be no. Brackets.
Yeah, but it's back 3, but we're re-engineering the code. We're doing it reverse, so I think you have to do back 3.
Come on,
Yes, that's correct.
I have to get the code right.
So rather than plus 3, it should be minus 3.
No, there's no A in China. Yeah. So that should give us, yeah, okay, but so that should take a letter like G and take it back 3 steps, right? D, okay. So let's
D
just
for dimension.
do,
We're running out of
I
time.
imagine this is like a quarter's wet dream going on right now. Just like,
fun.
yeah, it's really, I see it. It's totally fun.
Okay.
feel way out of my element here. But it's like, yeah, this is why they make computers, right? It's like you can't calculate this stuff in your head.
Yeah,
It's
it's
too
pretty
wrong.
cool.
Get a pooter to do it. I bet for some guys it's just like right.
If you watch like a competitive programmer, it
Yeah.
is insane.
Insane, right? Yeah. Like if people want to do the Rubik's Cube kind of thing in like under 5 seconds or something. Just know the algorithm and just plug it in, right? Solve any Rubik's Cube. The algorithm. So what do we do with
The
the
answer is
115,
map object.
115 dimensions?
So I'm trying to make sure that the gears have some sort of explanation. As well.
Sorry.
Oh, there it is.
How about that?
Nice.
Okay, I thought it was 115 is the okay, so it's a string, yeah.
115 dimension. So what's the answer to?
What's that the answer to? Yeah.
So we converted each letter into its ASCII value, which is a number. Then we can just add and subtract 3, and then join them, turn them back into letters, and join them all together to make that answer.
Yeah, awesome. So where do we input that then?
Yeah. So where does that go? By the way, I worked out the 13th Vitruvian number, which was 8095, I think.
Oh yeah? How'd you do that?
With some code, the function that I wrote would work fine.
With some code. Codeman.
Oh man.
And the number is 8.
4-letter password here.
And I'm just the peanut gallery over here. This is
How do I don't feel like no,
See,
it takes some of that information and then go back to the future and then put that
Body.
in there. I got this, guys.
we gotta go back
Okay, we're back.
to the future.
Because if I go back, I'm back in like 1833 or something. With that information, was there any input like?
Oh, do we have to like?
Yeah, I think we
what
have to
I'm
cross
wondering.
the time.
Cross dimensions.
Yeah. For sure. There's those 3 question marks again.
Yeah.
With a pencil next to it.
So is that new?
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
coming back to the past.
We haven't used this yet, have we?
No, we have not. But that's written with pencil. Is that? And you see the poster that indicates that the little circle is the Vitruvian Man when you get close to that.
Yeah.
3, 2, 2, 1. 3, 2, 2, 1. Maybe go back to the past and put 115 in that one in the past. That might work.
Have we done this one with the
Yeah,
grams
yeah,
and the
we
weights?
have.
No.
No, okay. A system of counterweights allows the exact date to be set, and notice seems to indicate that each gram of counterweight corresponds to 1 month less than the initial planned date.
Another -1.
For example, with a counterweight of 12 gram solution be revealed 12 months earlier than the initial setting. Some counterweight is already present. You can choose how much to remove from this counterweight.
Yeah, no way. I'm not working that one out on paper.
So hang on. The initial. Okay, the reveal the solution. So this is the initial date, right? November 13th.
The number of dimensions. Sorry.
It worked. 115.
Yeah.
Where was it?
So we went back to the future and input the dimensions.
Yeah.
Of the dimension machine.
Yes.
Yes. Good call there.
See, I'm helping.
We're
I'm helping.
I don't think.
Shut up.
No, mistake.
So we have to find. Okay, but we don't know what the initial counterweight is.
That's alright. Where?
So this is this machine
Number of
calibrating the gears by using weights,
Okay.
and it's set to this date.
Okay.
So we have to get to that date.
No, I think that's the initial setting date. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
And it says you can change the date by adding counterweights, right? 1 gram is 1 month less, right? So 1 month earlier in time. However, the way we do it is we take away from the counterweight. So there's a amount of counterweight that's already on there. So there's a lot of things we don't know. We don't know what the initial counterweight is.
seems to indicate that each cram. A notice seems to indicate 1 month less than the previous date.
1 month less than the initial planned date, which I think is the one at the top. Actually, it might not be. Some counterweight is already present. Choose how much weight to remove from this counterweight.
Oh, okay, so that would be like if we need to kind of fine tune it at the end. I guess let's just figure out how we can start moving it.
I guess I don't know where this counterweight is.
Right.
But should we forget about it?
Well, how do we even? Where do we do that?
Yeah. There's so many questions. So where can we put in some numbers? Well, we can put in a counterweight here. We can say how many grams to remove if we know the other stuff. We need to solve this one. 4-letter password.
4-letter password.
We've got the Vitruvian number there, which is 8095, but that's not really a 4-letter password. We've got the 13th element of this sequence. Could you try the 8095 in the machine in the future?
In the future, sure.
And, it's got some 4.
I just love that. I love the sentences that come out of when you're gaming. Can you try that one in the future? Yeah, sure, totally.
What? Which machine?
I don't know.
University. Okay, sorry.
What
What's
are
the
the
number?
4-digit ones? 8095.
8095. Okay. 8095.
Oh. It's been
That did
challenging.
not work.
Nothing.
In
There's a couple of them on
streams.
tape.
Let me check.
No, okay.
Let me check the universe. But I feel like this is a bit ticked up.
Yeah, it's a bit of a reach.
I'm coming back to the past. I'm getting lonely.
I feel like we must be able to solve
You don't want to
this.
get lost in the past.
All right, here we go. Number of counter removed in grams. Okay. Got it.
What does that correspond? I feel like we're going to run out of time. Do you want to look at a hint?
No.
Hmm?
Put in EOUS.
Where in here?
The letter one, the string, right? You need 4 letters.
E-O-U-S.
Yeah.
E-O-U-S. Nope.
No. How about R-O-U-S?
You're just saying random letters.
Where does this come from?
No, I'm looking at the 3 paintings, and so you got the Virgin and the Christ. So I took the 3rd letter of that one, Mona Lisa, O from Mona Lisa. The Lucan portrait of him, and then Salvador Muti with the first one, S. I think maybe reverse.
We need to turn a
S.
Do you think these paintings connect up with the, just for by proximity, this code?
Yeah.
Right? So maybe 3 is...
1, 2, 3. Oh, that's good. How you gonna get the letters? Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
How does it
2.
correspond? Is it down or is it
Yeah.
across? Or is there more of a meaning to the...
Maybe the way that they're situated, with the way they're
Could be.
pointed.
They're all kind of vertical, not landscape, are they? I think I'm going to look at a hint.
Alright.
Let's look at the cryptex here, I think. There are 4 paintings and 4 letters to find on the cryptex.
Yeah.
Okay, so this cryptex is the painting.
Yeah. Oh, the cryptex is not the letter one.
The cryptex is the letter one.
Okay. Yeah.
But it could be.
it's gotta be
4
connected to that.
paintings and 4 letters defined on the cryptex. What is that?
Yeah.
I think it means defined to input.
Sour. Try reverse. S-U-O-R. That's not sour. S-U-O-R.
S-U-O.
Yeah.
Think.
No.
Yeah, it's 3, 2.
So last one, S-U-O-E. Last one. We've only got 5 minutes left, right?
S-U-R-O. Sorry, say again.
S-U-O-E.
O-O-E. S-U-O-E. I think, so my reasoning is, I don't expect people to know the names of all the paintings.
Yeah.
So, there must be a way for it to go.
Maybe the gears of the clock.
Is it? No, hang on. So we had this thing, the Vitruvian numbers, right?
Yeah.
Is this Vitruvian number 1, Vitruvian number 2, Vitruvian number 3? Could be, right?
What were they?
So the first two were 23, 42. Well, that's a bit too easy, it's just adding them together, right? But then how do those numbers turn into letters?
Yeah.
Didn't we already solve this one?
Well, we found the 13th Vitruvian number, we didn't really use it for anything.
And you know the 13th Vitruvian number was?
8095.
8095.
It's these, so it's like 1, 2, 2, 3. Why are they arranged like this?
And why are the letters in like a tic-tac-toe pattern? That's gotta be something.
Yeah, I can't find anywhere else that matches this pattern. I'm gonna go back to the future. Just to find, see if I can notice. It is too common, so.
8, 9.
See if we can find any more hints in my brain.
It must be similar to the phone one, right?
Right.
Yes.
Nope. Yep.
Right? It's like because we've just modernized, right? We got the other, or we're going. No, never mind. You know, I thought like it's like a keypad now rather than rotary.
Oh.
Right, but this is like all time travel stuff, right?
Yeah.
So if I were to hit 8095 on a rotary phone.
Could be.
Yeah. Okay. Go back to the thing. Yeah. So. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8, 0.
Still doesn't give us
There is no 0. 0, 9, 5. 0 is operator. 0 is O. Right, or whatever.
I don't know.
And then we just look at the order of the painting. So it'll be the 3rd position on 8. So like, what is that? X. Yeah, and then the 2nd position on O. See, this is.
We need like a number. We need like 2 numbers to specify, which square and which letter. Well, we need a bit more, don't we? I helped the right solution to the problem with this pencil.
9, Z.
Number. Which problem?
5.
Oh, is
J.
this the Vitruvian number 1? No.
Would a plus symbol count?
What do you mean?
Can you put like X plus Z J?
Yeah?
Yeah, as the answer?
For the crypto.
Yeah.
X plus symbol
Yeah.
Z
J.
Where'd that come from?
I put the numbers like this, and then just like the third one, I went to the 3rd letter. 0 is plus sign. I think that's close. I think that's close. But then again, I was completely wrong in the last Sherlock game, so don't listen to my weird leaps of faith.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But then we have 1, 8, 3, 3. Those gears are probably the final puzzle, aren't they? We've got 30 seconds.
We didn't solve the Vitruvian Man puzzle, right? Which is kind of weird considering we have the number there, but that number doesn't correspond to to what we're supposed to write down on the paper. So something tells me that that's just not. We either didn't solve that correctly, or.
Oh no, we're going to get stuck in time.
Each painting has a cell on the grid. The borders allow you to find which cell corresponds to each painting.
Oh, it's a fucking.
The borders.
Yeah. So 1, 2,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
The borders of the paintings. No.
Oh, they are kind of lit up.
Like look at this.
Yeah.
This is kind of the top. Oh.
Yeah.
That's the. Yeah, the different
Yeah.
colours. So this is the middle one, and it's the middle letter, so it's N.
Yeah.
So this is the top left, so it's C.
Oh,
This
okay,
one's
that's tricksy.
C E N, and then is this one the top right again?
Top right again.
A.
C-E-N-A.
Maybe. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that was subtle.
Damn it! And I've used those type of cryptics in not cryptics. What are they called? Yeah.
Mm,
Ciphers.
Ciphers.
Yeah, ciphers in a escape room before.
According to the document, There are 247 different types of strings in the universe. Oh, that's the number for the machine, right?
Yarn.
Okay, yeah.
247. This one here. I think.
Oh, the little purple. Yeah,
So the
247.
last one.
Yes.
Okay. So we're nearly there. So we got dimensions, we got strings, we haven't got universes. And this wasn't the Vitruvian number, was it?
Okay, but now this one we can literally just run through 10,000. Come on now.
What was the number for the number of dimensions?
Yeah, I think you should use that code to like run through everything, right?
105 or something like that, I don't remember.
105.
Something like that. Was what was the number for the 115.
115. Yes.
Could have made a mistake with the Vitruvian number.
It's awful suspicious.
But if I, because the next Vitruvian number would be too big, right? It would be over 10,000. Because it would be 8,000 plus.
It's over 10,000.
So, I don't think
Did we get the math right on the subtracting when the sum is even part?
Which one?
So
All
the
the
last
following-
kind of condition there when
13th out of them.
no, sorry, so all the following elements are the sum of the two previous elements from which one is subtracted, the sum
I
is
forgot
even.
about that completely. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I didn't read that bit.
Yeah.
All the following elements are the sum of the two from which one is subtracted if this sum is even. Okay, let's do that.
That'll solve it. I'll be waiting. Oh no.
Oh, delete the code maybe? Ah, fuck it. I'll write it again.
Write it again.
Whatever it takes.
Do it again.
I totally missed that bit, thank you.
Oh, no worries.
N equals equals.
I'm good at reading.
Yes, equals equals is checking if two things are the same.
Ah.
Equals is putting the number in that bit of memory.
Equals equals equals
The-
is
the
also
more you
checking.
know. Break the fourth wall there a little bit.
Fourth wall, shatter.
It's the future.
What was it, 23?
23, 42.
Thank you.
In Python, do you have equals equals equals?
No. So that's in JavaScript.
JavaScript,
isn't
yeah.
it?
You can't have 3 equals.
Why not have 4?
In Python you have is, which is kind of like the same thing.
Gotcha.
4 exclamation points is too many. 4 equal signs is too many.
That's like a Larry David thing somehow.
Yeah. And most 90% of my references are Larry David references essentially.
So if it's not one of those two, what's the weird thing we have to do?
So if it's even, if the sum is even, subtract 1 from
Which
it.
one is subtracted if the sum is even? Okay, so let's get the
let out.
good catch up. This one. N -2. So that's the sum. And if the sum is even, if the sum, so modulo 2 equals to 0, if the sum is even, we said the sum is the sum minus 1.
Sum equals sum minus 1. Return sum.
Come get some.
Come get some. Nice.
Okay, and then we think of the 13th number.
Yeah.
Oh.
Don't get to return your result.
Return.
Yeah, I'm kind of writing it from a different thing because I didn't have there's no way good to output half of these things.
It's a bit odd, isn't it?
I think that would probably be my feedback on the game design is like, I want to be able to manage the things that I'm half working on and I'm not sure. Vietnam is not defined. What? It's probably going to moan at me because it's not got this function is empty, right? Pass it. Okay.
Are we? Something's terribly wrong.
What's going on?
Copy all this,
Into
reset it, and then that might be what I
Reset what?
Just make sure you're connected to the right output, and then just.
Yeah, I don't know what output we're going to.
Go to that one there.
I thought it was that. I thought the output was in the future.
Well, then we don't know the sum yet.
We don't need to know the sum. We're going to output the sum, right?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So right?
Yeah. But this is trans-temporal input-output. You can't.
Oh, no, I'm so confused.
You can't transfer input output. You can triple stand with double stand.
But I want to use a recursive function, so I can't just use compute. I can't just use the function it gives us.
Does that compute?
Had this working before.
Data, what are the odds of us getting out if you're alive? At risk of sounding like a moron, I've already done that, so I don't have to risk it. What are the differences of sort of say coding in Python or the one that you were coding in before? JavaScript. Just a preference.
4 different things. Like JavaScript is generally used for monitoring like front-end web dev and stuff like that. Whereas Python, I believe, is more. I learned some Python 20 years ago almost, maybe 15 years ago, something like that. And it's just very different from syntactically. I can still kind of know what's going on.
Python is generally regarded to be quite a readable language.
Yeah.
And a lot of people learn it as like their first language these days. It's really popular in data science and things like that. And I have no idea why this won't run.
Are there purists who are saying like, no, we gotta amalgamate them all into a pure one language, like an Esperanto for coding or something like that?
Well, I guess as if some people probably prefer to more or less make do everything in whatever language they prefer to use, kind of, and there's certain ways you can kind of sometimes you have the option to choose.
So you're saying there are people who speak different languages and they like to use that language? No. Everyone should use the same one.
There are
no wonder that failed.
If you want to find an opinion about programming languages, it's really easy to do. Everyone's got an opinion, but I'm pretty live and let live with.
It seems like a big
I'm
barrier
just,
to entry though. Like, which one do I start with, or
I think I'm just getting hurt by the system.
Reset.
How?
Just okay. Command X this.
Yeah.
And then
That.
Yeah, that's fine. There you go. And then let's go on.
Type your code again.
Return 10 and 1.
Oh, there you go.
Let's put the return to a 10. Where did that come from?
That's like the default.
Ah, okay.
Hang on. I think it's gonna work.
No, there's some potential for it.
It's the same thing, right? Okay. I just want to print the sum, to be honest. But it won't let me run the code. So. Or maybe open up one of these little Python.
Go.
Come on. Can't be bothered.
There you go. Just do it in an external.
Unexpected indent.
I can't be bothered to get this. Why? Something that looks alright on the screen. Okay, so just running it locally will get me.
Are we on stoppage time here, or have we technically lost?
I think we lost the game.
And the game is just being nice to us and giving us a few extra minutes to solve it.
Can okay. I'll tell you what's wrong. There's a typo. Vitvam. And then I called the program Vietnam. There's a typo. Okay, that took a while to find. So I think It should work now.
Fingers crossed. Don't want to celebrate too early.
Oh no, it didn't work. It was the wrong number. Just see if it went off by 1 or something. That's too big. Are we sure that's the number of dimensions? Sure that's not some other 4-digit number we have added?
Oh, I know. I don't know if I'd.
That's what you
Well,
know
what's the
the
number there?
universe is.
8,007.
You could try 8351,
Oh,
What's that?
which is how the gears are set in the other place.
Yeah, so we got anything else we can put in like no idea. Oh! The gears have been moved into the future. That was the gear solution.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was good. Now what? The gears moved? 5, 4, 5, 1. That's different. isn't
Yes,
it?
it's different. Yeah. Yep.
Does that mean that's this? Here we go. 5, 4, 5, 1. I'm still having problems with the.
So now that we know 541, we gotta go back in and then try and keep going back and forth, back and forth.
I don't know. I don't know how the gears relate to the rest of the stuff. So we put in a number here
Mm-hmm.
that seemed to do something.
It seems we're not done with that letter one either, because there's still the I
What's
there,
the
right?
problem with this? Did we solve this?
No. So this is what I thought might be the
Solved it.
8071.
Did it work?
The solution
Did not.
5451.
Don't forget to return your result. Don't forget to bring a towel.
Look at another hint.
I love it when the feedback is proposed solutions, none. It's like we can't even deal with what you're doing.
They're just like, yeah, nope.
Okay. In the future, the gears will reveal the universal constant that will allow you to set the machine correctly. Oh, the solution should be displayed on that date instead of that date. So we've got to work out how many months different, and then how many grams we remove.
Between those two dates.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That seems relatively straightforward.
Okay, so is that whole number of? It's like a number of years plus an extra month, or is it minus an extra month?
Just try them both so we don't have to think. 150 to plus. It was November, right?
Yeah, 13th of November, 1895. I don't know where that came from.
A month and 255 years, right?
1895.
The future is now.
Where did 1895 come from? You're doing the calculations.
Yeah, so the year was 2150.
I can show you it again.
Yeah, sorry. 1895 and October and November is a different thing, so I'll just comment that.
But it says, isn't this the, we're doing the adding weight puzzle now, right? Or the taking away weight.
Taking away.
So what was the initial weight?
That's a good question.
I feel like we still don't really know.
sure there isn't something we could do with those gears then? Not yet, not until we get to the future one.
No,
right?
I think that we
There's one more room to
set
go to.
the gears for something, and then we go back to the future.
And is there any other puzzles that we haven't finished in the old room, the first room?
I don't think so. We just got to put in the last number, haven't we? Oh, so this is the date we're aiming for, isn't it? I see. That's where that date comes from.
Okay.
Yeah. So, did you work it out? How many?
No, I missed that. I got the typo here somewhere. No, it's not. Yeah.
So it's basically just.
Yeah, just won't let me execute.
Which one?
Just getting the basically the date that it's set to, and subtracting the date we need to get to from it. But, can't execute. I'm gonna try and reset.
I can see your code there and have a look. Oh, can you show me what you had?
Yeah, I just killed it.
Killed the code.
Hold on. So the date is 2050, right? And so I just want to console.log that.
That's good.
Set date minus good date. That should give me the number, right? Well, is that do that? I don't know. Why can't I execute?
Rest the expected format.
No, it's because it's always wanting you to return things to.
Yeah, don't forget to return your result. Don't tell me what to do.
I think a lot of this, I kind of just want to do it with a free editor, you know? So I don't have to worry about getting it to work
That
with
would be
their
awesome, man.
system. Okay, 255 was the.
Yeah, it said that. How many years in between those two
But
dates?
then is it plus 1 month or minus 1 month? Because there's a month difference, right?
So it's November in this date up there, and October, so it's plus 1 month, right?
256. Oh, powers of 2. And then we need to know how many grams to remove. System account is our exact date to be saying. Go on. Oops.
My console button is literally just broken.
We knew that.
Yeah, we knew that. That's what we wanted to know. What's the number? What's the?
Go on then.
And where does it even input it into? Into the? How many digit number do we need? 0 to 1,000. No, we finished that one.
No, neither of these work.
What number did you get from the
255.
255?
Yeah. Or 256.
Oh, that's the number of years, of course. It's 255 times 12.
Yeah.
Plus 1?
Should be plus 1, yeah.
Minus 1?
Outrageous. What is this number? Can you just print whatever this number is?
Which number?
The return number here.
Yeah. It's the number, it's showing you at the bottom, right?
Is that the one there, 3060? Gotcha, okay, sorry.
I don't get this. Oh, some counterweight is already present. Some counterweight is the number on the gears, right? I got it. Okay, so we've got 1833 on the gears, right? 1833. So that's already on there, and we want to make the final number be this number, right? So we want this.
We want equals.
See? It's this whole stupid removal thing, right? Oh. Okay, yeah. Well.
Return.
Return something. So, do we want to?
Right,
You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I knew this was going to cause trouble.
Basically, we have to take into account what it's currently.
Yeah, I
set,
just
right?
couldn't find the original weight, right? I couldn't find the original counter. So I can choose how much weight to remove from this counterweight.
Okay, so we've got to figure out how much weight he put on.
Well, that's one. He
Right.
put on already is 1833.
But in order to figure out how much he put on, we've got to subtract that from the date that it's going to open at, right? And then take that number, because that's how much he's got on it at the moment. And then subtract that, or add to that rather. It's going to be a very small amount that we need to add.
Why is that?
So he's put the 1833. That number is here's how I see it.
Yeah. Okay.
The 2150, right, is the year that's going to open. And right now he's got it set at 1833. So what is the number?
1833 is not a year.
You don't think it's set to 1833? Because is that the date?
I thought that was a gram. The gram amount. That's
Yeah, I think
already
it's
on
a
there.
gram
You think
amount.
it's a gram amount?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's
So
kind of dumb.
I think what year are we in right now?
So we're in
the world, right?
this one, right?
Yeah, 1480. Okay, so then go to 1895 again.
Okay.
Yeah, and what is this one set to?
Okay, 5451.
So then 5451 from 1480 to this date, which is 1850 or something, right? And like you can figure that out, like what's it right?
But we know the dates because we looked at the hints. So the counterweight to be removed corresponds to the number of months between this
No,
date.
but can't you use those two numbers to figure out like what the gram amount is from this date to the other room date, and then use that number to then figure out how we get to the next one? Maybe it's the same,
I don't quite follow.
right? So like we're in 1480 here, yeah, and then it's set to 5451, and now go back to the other year. What was the other year? 1895, right?
1895.
Yeah. So what's the difference between like 1895 and then using 5451 as the gram?
Okay, so now the ones in the future. So the future gears we had already set, right?
Yeah.
So that 5451 was something we set. Now you moved them to 4,
My
7,
bad. I think I might have.
2, 3.
How'd you do that?
Was I supposed to have done that?
Yeah, but we can move them, right? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. If I can move
But it
whatever
just
I
means
want,
that
right?
this is not some important
Oh,
number, right?
okay.
It's just the number we
Yeah, I can just move those around however I want. Okay.
Oh.
Let's stop doing that.
That's the.
But so we got to follow the hints, right? We got to follow the hint we got because we know the dates.
I finally got my code to execute though. That's the good news.
Step one
Yeah.
in the process.
But this one doesn't move, right? 1833.
It's been in the whole time.
So it says the counterweight to be removed. So we want to. It's the difference between these two numbers, isn't it?
Does anyone in your live chat have an idea? If there's anyone watching right now?
Who knows? We did drop the stream briefly, but we're back. No, there's no chatters. Let's try something like this.
255 6258. My original telephone number.
Minus
Don't box.
1833,
The base.
something like that.
Yes, in the past.
Not sure. Hang on, I'm linked up to the wrong thing.
933. 933.
Okay, did something.
The gears have been, but they always move, right?
Yeah.
1833. I feel like I did that before. Okay, hang on. It's just that, isn't it? The solution is revealed on the gears. Yeah. Okay, we got it.
Sweet.
Well, it's a different answer to what we got before. So 1, 1, 5, 6, I think is this, right?
numbers. A constant has been found.
Hey! We've not done it yet. I thought that was
We
it.
still got that busted.
You need to connect an object to the output before trying a solution. Use the plus button to do so.
That's just the
no
basic.
Other.
Basic. There's nothing here.
Yeah, there's no output here. Period. Actually, too.
So it must be in the past.
Yeah. Gotta go back.
It's this one. I can help Leonardo by writing a solution to the problem with his pencil. I thought we did that one.
No. Maybe it's this. No.
2342.
Oh no!
What was the number?
I don't like the sound of
I was calculating the 13th element, not the 30th.
30th.
Oh, I can't read.
Well, you should. That was easy code, though, wasn't it? That one.
Hopefully. Let's try 30. Let me just rerun my code with 30.
Yeah, next time we need to like divide into like different realms of competency. Like this guy reads, and
Okay, do you want to test? Okay, I copied
This
it.
guy tells stupid jokes.
yeah.
So,
Next, what is this? What are we doing here?
But is this like a whole website of just like coder escape rooms?
yes.
Wow, it's pretty awesome.
It's really cool. It's paid or
I think some of them are free, some of them are paid.
cool. You have a subscription now yet?
No, yeah.
Okay.
That's it. Okay, so I calculated with the same code.
Right now we.
Congrats, you're Steam House.
Let's view our score.
The Steam House.
Steamy.
How did that connect to like the future space thing?
The future space thing was just the warm up
Oh, it's like
to explain how the system works.
When we read that whole like synopsis, you're gonna save humanity.
Yeah, we didn't treat that.
Didn't need to, right?
Oh man, so what did everyone think about this game?
I mean, I felt inept because I don't know coding, but it was fun having figured them out without coding though. So hey,
I mean, if you think about it,
still
there
works.
was-
It still works.
Maybe the Fibonacci one you need to use programming,
Yeah.
but even the letter code you could have done that by hand.
Yeah. Some of the stuff
Or-
could have been done by hand.
So this was puzzles medium, coding easy. So I don't know what like a coding hard would be.
Wow.
I thought it was good, like as someone who's sort of a beginner to intermediate in the language that I'm comfortable with. It's the kind of thing that I'm much more of a beginner, but I could go like Google on one monitor to kind of figure out how to do read documentation, stuff like that. But I could kind of go through it slowly. The timer feels like it's probably for people who know more what they're doing. But it's the kind of thing that even if you didn't know too much about programming, you could still kind of probably get your way through the programming part and learn while doing so, which was that was cool.
Yeah, I like the puzzles. I thought the puzzles are about right. Apart from not noticing that picture frame thing at all.
Well, that one didn't really require any coding knowledge at all. It was just more like a visual one that
Yeah,
just thrown in there to throw you off.
It's a mixture, isn't it? It's a mixture.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I think it's kind of learning experience to figure out. I didn't expect that as even a possibility, right? That they would kind of mix in that sort of thing.
Yeah,
So.
there's still some proper escape.
I'd love like even easier ones where it kind of teaches you some of the basics of coding while doing escape rooms along the way. So it's like educational as well as fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
But
I
yeah,
wish-
awesome.
I felt like maybe I was fighting the interface a little bit. It's like,
It seemed like you were, yeah.
yeah, especially at the end where it's like, oh, I'll just do it in my own editor, and then no, I can make it work.
I did like the theme. I did like the theme of it all, with like going back forwards in time. But I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff, you know. Anything with time travel, I don't care. I'll watch it.
The other thing was the puzzles are often set with like quite a lot of text. You know, so it's like reading, missing a small detail messes you up for the whole puzzle.
Yeah. 13.
I
Such a small
think it's the kind of thing as well. If you're doing it with a little bit more structure, like having just a notepad to write some kind of basic pseudocode or whatever you're trying to do, would probably avoid a lot of those mistakes.
Yeah. Cool.
Very fun.
Yeah, that was cool. There's a Sherlock Holmes one.
Yeah, there's a few different ones on
Moriarty did it.
Yeah, Moriarty's the coder.
So as is obligatory, they've got to do like a Sherlock Holmes one and an Alice in Wonderland one.
Yeah.
So the two out of copyright property, so you can use.
Yeah.
Because these are ones on the Pro one. I don't know what these are like. They've got some kind of more difficult things. Pyramids, logical hard. I think code hard on this one.
Yeah, cool.
So that might be a fun one to try. I kind of want to just not do them on my own, but like.
Man, if I was into coding, I would be so into these. I would just be like, I would just like lose a week just going through each one, just trying out
Yeah.
And then taking that knowledge, you can just do so much other stuff with it, right?
Yeah, I want kind of coding puzzles that are a bit more fun. A lot of coding puzzles are very dry. They're like, this is some data, do this to the data.
Right.
A little bit more fun. These look fun. Yeah, I might. Hopefully, we'll do some more events in the future and have those up and running. Well, hope everyone enjoyed watching the stream. If they got this far, then they're doing pretty good. Thanks for watching.
They got turned off after the first 80s reference, and they're like, yeah, nope.
Okay.